Hello and welcome to the Little Blue Vlog. It's Jem here. Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope it finds you well. I just wanted to say before I start this video that I do my best to reply to all your comments, but sometimes what I have to do is kind of take my time over them. I don't just reply straight away. I have to think about my response, especially if it's a really in-depth comment that's quite long. I like to read through it. I like to pick up the main points. So sometimes I reply to some comments quicker than others, but that's not because I don't want to comment on your video, or I don't want you to, I don't want to comment on your video, because I do want to comment on your video, make a comment on your comment. I do want to do that, but sometimes it takes me a long time. So if you are thinking, why hasn't she replied? I am going to reply, but it just sometimes takes time, and I do have a lot of time, but seeing as I don't do much, but I sometimes need to take a step back and process what's been read, and that's why I don't always reply straight away. So apologies for that. But good news, I've had a good week. I'm really pleased. It's still taking me a while to get out of bed, but once I'm out of bed, I'm more productive. Apologies for all that noise out there. They're doing something with the road, and no matter where I go in the house, you can hear it. So apologies that there's an annoying sound in the background. So it's been a good week. Seen some people, spent time with family, and still got the January blues, but they're not as much this week. And I've just been trying to think about the past week, and actually there's not really been much drama. Been a bit of anger, but not too much. And yeah, I'm feeling good today, which I'm really pleased about. Before I talk about the 5 ways my mental illness has changed me, I want to obviously ask how you are. How are you? What have you been doing? Tell me about your week. Tell me what you've been up to. Have you got any ways that you think your mental illness has changed you? Perhaps you used to be much happier, perhaps you used to take more care of yourself, perhaps you have more confidence. Whatever, tell me what how your mental illness has changed you and what impact that's had on your life, because that's what I'm going to be talking about. So five ways it has changed me. There are many more, but I've picked that is so noisy. I'm so annoyed, but there's nowhere I can go in the house, and I need to get this video done today, so you're just going to have to put up with that racket. So number 1, 5 ways that my mental illness has changed me. Number 1, I've lost my spark. I've got a couple of notes, so I will be looking, but I'm going to try and talk to camera as much as I can, because I do realise I look down a lot, and that's me thinking, or it's me fiddling with something. So I'm going to do my best to look at the camera as much as possible, because it's not engaging if I'm looking down like this. But I think because of the way I feel about myself, I don't feel like I'm confident enough to speak to camera. Anyway, I'm going through some of the things. So I've lost my spark. I'm not as bubbly as I used to be. I'm not as chatty as I used to be. I used to be a real chatterbox and be really bubbly, life and soul of the party, chatty with everyone that I met, hug people that I've just met, just to be kind of like connect with them, and just really kind of happy and bright. And don't get me wrong, I still had days of depression, I still had anger, I still had anxiety, but overall I had spark, I had something going on. I had this light inside me that was shining, and now that light has gone out, and I hardly speak. I do my best to talk as much on these vlogs, but it is hard for me because I struggle with putting my sentences together. I struggle with the confidence of looking to camera, and I'm also just really paranoid that I'm going to say something stupid. So I've lost my spark. I'm not the same person I used to be. I've changed, and I'm hoping that spark will eventually come back. I'm determined for it to come back, because I don't want to be like this forever. I want to be that person I used to be. 2, less sociable. I used to be, as I said a minute ago, life and soul the party, big events I would love getting dressed up for and be chatting to everyone. I'd mingle, I'd work the room, I'd be able to have the confidence to speak to loads of people and be absolutely fine, and was very popular when I worked. I was very popular with my friends, and now I tend to avoid things. So I'm not big sort of family events, big events with loads of people. I get really, really anxious and I end up avoiding them. So I would avoid things and therefore lose friends, and I have lost friends. So that's another thing that's changed with being less sociable. I've lost friends. I'm socially awkward. I get uncomfortable. I can feel myself going red, or I can see myself tripping over or bumping into something, or just saying something that's really stupid or inappropriate. Just kind of like not being able to kind of talk properly to people. So I feel like I've lost all my social skills. I just used to be so sociable, and it's changed so much. I do get it because I've been out of work for so long, and I think over the years, the longer I've been out of work, the less sociable I've become. I think being unemployed makes you less sociable. From my perspective, that's my experience. And what was I going to say? This is what happens. I forget what I'm saying halfway through. So yeah, it used to be life and soul the party, no longer life and soul the party. Now I'm just hiding in the corner at the party, hoping no one comes and asks me how I'm doing or engages in a conversation with me. Keep my head down, play with my hair, fiddle with things, avoid eye contact. Just less sociable and with a lot of social anxiety. So it's changed me in that way as well. Number 3, I've kind of touched on this already, but this is something that I've really, really noticed over the past 6 months. My loss of confidence, my lack of confidence in my abilities. So I used to be kind of like, oh, that's my mum. She's just coming home. I'm going to pause it. Hold on. My mum's just got back. So, what was I saying? Loss of confidence. So lack of confidence in my abilities. I used to feel very able to do stuff. I used to be able to do the vlog. I used to be able to kind of go out and see people. I would be researching. I would be doing loads of things, but all my abilities of confidence, loss of confidence in my abilities, and my ability to talk, my ability to write, my ability to be around people. I'm just completely worn down, and I'm not the same person. I've never been the most confident person in the world. I've always had a little bit of shyness. I think I have overcompensated in the past, and hold on, my mum's here. I'm just going to pause it. I have no idea what I was saying now. Loss of confidence. So yeah, not feeling confident in my abilities to do stuff. Lost confidence in the channel, and I'm avoiding social media. Like I say, I've never been the most confident person, but I've noticed it's a massive decline, and it's quite scary. I've got to a point now where I absolutely hate myself, and because of that, I have no confidence in anything. I don't know whether things are actually bad, or whether because I'm thinking up. I don't know whether things are actually bad, or if I think they're bad because I've lost my confidence. It's really, really hard to tell. I'm so insecure, and I used to be kind of more secure in myself. I've never completely loved myself, but I have liked myself in the past. When that's gone, when you're kind of worn down and you have no confidence, I don't believe I can do anything now. I can do this video, so I've obviously got some confidence there. I can talk to camera, but it's easy to talk to camera when I know that I'm talking to such lovely people who are supporting me, and they're not judging me or criticising me. So having low self-esteem, low self-confidence is a huge way that my mental illness has changed me, and it has a huge impact on the rest of my life, because I've lost confidence to drive, I've lost the confidence to be on my own, I've lost confidence to be without Andy, because I just hate myself so much. And that's really hard to say, really, and it's probably hard to hear, but maybe do any of these resonate with you, actually? Just realised the camera's at a very weird angle because I'm resting my arm. I don't know how these vloggers do it all the time with their arm stretched out like that and hold their arm up. I need to practice. So that's number 3. Number 4, lost my drive and my ambition. I used to be really ambitious. I used to be so ambitious about the channel and my life. I had plans. I was going to be a yoga instructor. I was going to get a job get a part-time volunteering, going to do that to help my community, help other people that need it. I just had that drive, I had that excitement about life, and now it's just all gone. I hide away from the world now. I hide away from everything. I hide away from the channel, I hide away from social media, I hide away from people. And I just feel like, what's the point? I don't have, there's apathy, it's just, the drive is gone. Oh my god, this video is long. Number 5, self-care. So I used to go and get my eyebrows done, which I don't anymore. I used to get my hair cut regularly. I used to get my nails done. I used to get in the shower without thinking about it. I used to brush my hair without thinking about it. Now I just don't care if I shower sometimes. I could spend a whole morning in bed and not think about it. I hate my appearance. A lot of the time I just don't want to put any effort into how I look. I don't want to put any effort into what I put in my body. I just want to fill my body with crap, with bad food, with alcohol. I have lost the ability to kind of care for myself. And I've put makeup on today, but that's because I want to look, I'm feeling good today, so I want to reflect that by putting a bit of makeup on. Do any of these resonate with you? Please let me know. Anyway, this video has gone on a bit long, so apologies, but I just wanted to share those things because I'm hoping that it will help other people. Maybe you've experienced some of these things. Maybe you have lost your drive. Maybe you've lost your ability to care for yourself. Maybe you've lost confidence. Maybe you've lost your spark. Maybe you're less sociable. Or have you, there are other things that have changed, but I didn't want to go into loads. I thought 5 would be enough. But are there any that you can think of that I haven't mentioned that have an impact on your life? Anyway, I hope that's been useful. It's been a really good exercise for me because I'm sort of started to think, oh, okay, so things have changed dramatically. I need to sort of check myself and think, right, how can I make things better? It's easy to say that when I'm having a good day. But it's something for me to think about. Take care. Thanks for watching. Apologies, this has been a bit of a ramble, but I'm hoping some good things came across. Take care, love you guys, and I will see you next week. Have a great week, and hopefully I will too. Lots of love. Bye. Love you guys.